exactly.
What the internet's for?
Yeah.
It's for laughing at people. But I don't
That too. Yeah.
like.
They're starving.
Oh no, not them.
And we'll be right back.
Your Chris just disappeared. Alright.
Chris, big hands. Pretty good. How are you guys? Hello.
Yes, serious.
One of the other guys said, they're like, oh, well, you know, with 10 megabits, you know, you'll have enough time over the next year to, all you'll do is pay bills. And I replied to it and I said, no, he can't even pay the bills because bills are usually paid online and 10 megabytes per second isn't fast enough to even connect to their websites in order to pay the bill. You have to call Sentry like, I can't pay my bill because your internet service is so slow that your website won't load.
Slow enough that just about the time you finish reading the first page of the PDF, the second page is ready.
Right. And that's if you get up and go get a cup of coffee halfway through. All right, so it looks like we are all here. Welcome to Tyranny of Dragons. Before we get started, I would like to thank the friends of the Greenwater Guildhall. If you are watching on Twitch, go ahead and scroll down. You should see some tiles there. If you don't see any tiles, click on my profile image and they should come up. The first on our list is TNC. That is Talon Claw. They make wonderful wooden tabletop accessories for your gaming sessions, such as wooden DM screens, dice vaults, dice trays, all manner of things. They have a new line of cutting boards, so if you like to serve a meat and cheese tray while you're gaming, that is someplace you're going to want to check out. Their cutting boards are absolutely beautiful. They are having a sale. Everything on their site is 10% off through Sunday, so go give them a look and pick yourself something up. The next on the list is, let's see, what is her name? The Speechless Bard. Speechless Bard, she makes handcrafted leather products such as covers for your core rulebooks, dice bracelets. She has a dice scroll mat that looks like a scroll, and then it rolls out, and it's a pad for rolling your dice on. All of it is handcrafted, hand painted, and hand stitched. She is in the UK, so if you order, give yourself some time because, I don't know, leather's explosive and customs is going to hang on to it for a long time. And last on our list is Fable Beard Company. Fable Beard Company makes beard balms, oils, beard butter, wash, all manner of beard products. And each of their scent profiles is a fantasy character. For instance, right now I am wearing the Hero, which smells of warm cologne and rich tobacco. I don't really smell any tobacco in there, but it is a nice cologne scent. So yeah, give them a look. And I believe that if you are a first-time buyer, they have a buy one, get one on their oil for first-time purchasers. So definitely check them out. Where we left off, our wannabe heroes have the raiders that were attacking the town of Greenest have finished with their plunder and have moved back to their camp. And after resting a bit, the party has gone after them. And before they left, they were told that a monk is missing. He's either attempted to infiltrate the camp or he was captured. Nobody knows for sure. And his name was Leosin. And so if these guys happened to see him, and they were asked to keep an eye out for Leosin. And so they have trundled off towards the raiders' camp. And they actually engaged some stragglers at the end of the retreat back to the camp and put them to the sword. And so now they have made their way to the camp. Probably helped if I was wearing my glasses. I'll be right back.
Hello. Hello.
That was rough watching the replay, knowing that I was like the cleric and I wasn't there. Everybody had to get given potions and everything.
Yeah, there was a lot of potion drinking.
Yeah, we had some close calls.
And I was moving stuff down a set of stairs and then a long drive and then up another set of stairs. So it was like a really hard move for everybody, for my friends. I mean,
Sounds like it.
okay, it was a good workout. Yeah, not too bad.
Those are the best moves. When you have to go downstairs and upstairs and all that. Hooray.
There was like, right on the inside of the stairwell, there was like a really old, like really sharp fire extinguisher holder thing, like a metal one. It was really, really old. It was all rusty and like, I don't know why all the parts were so pointy, but it was like, ooh, it was, it was spooky. I didn't want to get tetanus, you know?
I was gonna say, you could probably just look at it and see the tetanus all over it.
I said it was like the elephant's foot, but it radiates tetanus instead of like, it looked like the extinguisher might actually fall through the bottom at some point. Like the extinguisher was new, but the holder thing, it had rust in like a ring shape all over the bottom. It was so bad.
I lived in an apartment complex over at the end of the Max tracks, and moving in and moving out of there, that apartment complex was really weird. It was like trying to move in and out of an MC Escher painting. Like, you go down some stairs, then you have to go up some stairs. It was stupid. It was just dumb. You look at the front of this building, like, there was absolutely no reason to build it this way other than to be a pain in the ass. And the apartments were like 4 stories, and I was on the 3rd level. Couldn't be at the very top, so I had like the worst of it. So moving in, moving in, you had to go down a little flight of stairs, then up some stairs all the way, or not all the way, but most of the way to the top. And then once you live there, you are all the way up there, and you still have the sound of a Romanian tumbling team above you. And the walls and ceiling of that place were so thin. When you were sitting on the or laying on the couch, you could look at the ceiling and you could see the studs through the sheetrock.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah,
I lived in a place with pretty thick walls once, but this woman yelled at her kids like so freaking loud, and she was sandwiched between two levels, so it was like she was annoying both floors at once. But like I always do when her kids were home, she was yelling nonstop. It was bananas. It was stressful, is what it was. I felt horrible for like everybody. So, you had like a fun, lighthearted anecdote, so I just thought I'd throw that in there. Bring the mood down a little bit. Sorry.
So
When I was helping Amber move into her little townhouse, it's one of those at the bottom of the stairs has a pillar, right? Little wrought iron railing for the townhouse and a pillar at the bottom of the stairs. So her live-in brother / uncle and I were moving her couch. You stand it on end and you try and move it around the door frame, only the pillar was in the way, and we could not get the couch in the living room. I mean, we're not little guys, we don't want to break things. I'm thinking how to turn it and twist it and what, head in first or the back first. And then I looked at the giant window in the front room, and I thought, I bet we can get it in that window. And he thought, he wasn't necessarily profane, but his face looked like, fuck no. And so I slid the window open as far as I could. I said, yeah, I think this is going to work. And sure enough, that couch went in the window.
Nice, dude. That's awesome.
Me and this other guy lived in this apartment we must have lived there for a good 3 or 4 years, and then we decided to bail. And so we're moving out, and we're trying to get the couch out, and we couldn't get it out the door. And we were like, how did we get this in here? And we were on the second story, and we finally just said fuck it and opened up the sliding glass door and threw it off the deck. It was the only way we could think of to get the couch out of the house. So this is the Raiders camp. Now, what is well, I suppose I should populate the camp a bit here. That probably would make some wise sense. Trying to see. I don't see that they. I chose this map because it is infinitely better than the map that's in the book. The map that's in the book, quite frankly, is ridiculous. I don't know who this guy is that drew this map, but it is stupid.
You should track him down and send him an email.
I should. Like, your map is stupid.
Shit. That's all.
Don't even tell them which map is your map.
Yeah, I probably have to look through all the maps. Try and figure out which one it is just from that piece of feedback. Or maybe he knows, maybe it's his career's greatest mistake.
Well, yeah, right. Well, and the weird thing is, I mean, he left something, they left something off of this map, and honestly, it's not entirely their fault because the original map isn't really clear. That is quite important to the storyline. Let's see. I will just do this.
Here's what I make it. I make it.
Nice. Woo wee.
I got a D6 going. Existence is pain. I got a box of strawberry smiggles. Those are the two Rick and Morty embroideries I got in my kitchen. So I gotta add this one pink. So I'm finally kind of good at it. Took a while, but it's fun now. It turns out good.
Considered 3D printing a pickle red tap handle for my kegerator, but that would take effort, and I'm not sure I'm for that yet.
I don't know how I feel about
Like,
effort.
already made a plan similar, right? Or
I was thinking
yeah.
of download it. I just got to put plastic in the printer and let it go.
I've never used one. I just figure the 3D printing community is probably full of people that are making plans like non-stop.
So I'm trying to set this up so that you can get an overview of where everybody is, because this is a rather large camp, and I don't think that you guys are gonna want to just run right in there.
I do not.
I mean, it's possible, I guess,
Crap,
but
this is big. Jeez.
You guys don't want to go streaking through the enemy camp?
Kill everybody in every tent on the way so they don't come at us from the back.
My favorite part of that day is when they go, God damn it, Leroy, why do you always gotta do stuff like this? They're all dying. Oh, that was scary.
It's not the first time. It's happened before.
Well, that's the thing that's so funny about that, is that it happens frequently with that person.
Just imagine yelling your own name while you run into that part by itself is pretty weird.
Did you not yell your name when you run into battle? Just yell your own name.
Maybe I should start. Maybe there's something to this I don't understand yet.
I mean, I feel like it worked out well for him, right? Right?
He's internet famous now, so his life is ruined. Is that
I just imagine what it took to record game footage in that era.
Right?
I would imagine so.
Yeah, because that was like back at the beginning of
I didn't understand what it was. But
World of Warcraft.
Test video cables and a breakout box and a tape deck. And
Right?
Yeah, DSP started with just pointing his camera at his television, and it was the perfect timing for YouTube for him to get somewhere with his Let's Plays. But yeah, like actually recording it on screen took a lot more effort and finagling back then for sure.
Well, they used to sell like a streaming box that you would plug your video card into, and then there was an output from there to go to your monitor, and then like another output that would go to your VCR or to later CD-ROM or DVD recorder. It was.
Oh yeah.
It was. I was wanting to get into streaming and whatnot in the early days, and I'm like, I'm not gonna spend that kind of money for this piece of hardware, because literally this is taking off, and I could see the writing on the wall that this isn't going to be something that's necessary in like 6 months.
I
because
used to
after
do
here, it probably didn't work at all.
Right? Yeah.
I used to do tech support for like a TV satellite company, and people were always trying to route stuff through their VCR that way.
Yep. Yep.
It was like ridiculous, but it was built specifically to not work with that. So.
Yeah. I did tech support for a long time for Netscape, and
I feel your pain, man.
well, I remember when they hired me for Netscape, I'm like, you mean the web browser? Because when they hired me, they wouldn't tell me what the job was. And so they said, okay, we'll hire you. And then I said, okay, so we're doing tech support. What are we supporting? And they're like, Netscape. I'm like, the web browser? I'm like, who calls in needing tech support for a fucking web browser? Well, evidently a lot of people.
I did tech support for cellular phones back when you had to press the numbers to get different letters. years, and that place required Netscape for us.
Yeah.
We had to use Netscape for all of our crap, so I'm sure we had to call you guys.
Well, and I'm sure that they required Netscape because at that time it was the only web browser, and I don't even know if they bother with this anymore, but it was the only web browser that allowed so-called kiosk mode. So basically, it would allow you to have your employees have or customers have a web browser, but they couldn't access all of the functions of the web browser. So it was basically great for customers and employees that you don't want, just going around surfing the net, looking at that, 640 by 480 porn that was out at the time.
And then there was Vorlon.
Oh God.
What is that? I don't even know what that is.
It was the Netscape skin that Comcast would install on your PC anytime they came to your house. So
Right.
It was how they wanted Netscape to look for Comcast.
Yeah, and it fuckered up everything.
The buttons were Comcast animation. It wasn't the orbiting globe. The icons were whatever Comcast designated the home icon to look like.
Right.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was dumb. It was
I
dumb.
haven't even heard of that one, man. That's crazy. I don't know what to do about this camp. It's enormous, and I'm a tiny, tiny gnome. So,
Well,
So-
we had an idea that might work. Yip can turn into a bear. We put some foam on his mouth and send him in and scare everybody out of the camp.
that's a good idea. I bet I could bring up some foam. I've got some gnome tinkering.
People are afraid of rabid bears, right?
Do bears get rabid? They must have at some point.
Yeah.
All mammals can't they? I swear. Yeah. I never thought about that.
Well, the one question that I had was when you guys fought these stragglers, did you take any of their uniforms?
I don't think we did.
I don't even wear clothes.
I think we were just trying to survive at that point.
Yeah, nobody took the clothes, I don't think.
Okay.
I totally heard unicorns at first. I'm like, man, unicorns?
Right. Yeah.
Unicorns.
If they had unicorns, they would have taken them.
I hope so.
So I have determined that through path algorithms, every single one in the camp is less than 30 feet from the next group if I path it right. So I can just rage the entire way,
Hooray!
kill all the kobolds, determine how many turns that will take.
That's
I mean, you can clear the path and we'll just come behind you, just picking off the stragglers.
yeah. You want
Can
me
I
to?
convince them that I'm one of them because I'm a kobold?
So it just means I can connect all the dots with less than 30 feet between each one.
Does it make a dinosaur shape?
I can try, let me see.
Okay, so this is what you see as far as the camp goes.
Okay, there we go.
It's genocide.
So what do you guys want to do for snaking into the? Well, do you want to kind of skirt around the edges of the camp first and kind of get the layout? Is that doable? You think? You what?
I want to follow the crazy squiggly line.
Is there a way to make any kind of trap to like push them into? Because this is like a cul-de-sac. There's nowhere for them to escape.
Right. So, first of all, let's have you guys make a stealth check.
Stuff is not slogging sprint.
Whoa.
Maybe we could.
And you can make that with advantage.
What a concept. Get my dice ring.
So yeah, you can make your stealth check with advantage, and I will you will find out why, hopefully.
I got 15.
Okay.
17.
Nice.
Can't roll any higher with advantage, so I'll take my 21.
All right.
25?
17 for Schlagen.
Okay. So you guys are all effectively stealthy. Everybody make a perception check.
I'm not aware of things, but I'm sneaky.
I got 12.
That an advantage too?
No. Yeah, you don't have advantage on this one.
Well,
9.
Okay. So we got two 12s.
16 for Schlagen.
Okay. So the two 12s, you notice that security for this camp seems to be a little lax right now because what you are able to discern is that the raiders, these Cult of the Dragon raiders, are basically in a state of celebration and elation from having done a successful raid. On Schlagen 16, if you go to the southeast, you will see that there is a group of 4 prisoners in the camp where I'm pinging. And one of them matches the description of Leosin the monk, Leosin Erlenthar. And he matches the description of the monk. The other 3 look like they're just expendable townspeople. And they are lashed to wooden crosses in this little grouping here. And the other thing that you notice with your 16 is that you can see that there are kobolds. I will put one right here to show this. There is a cave and there are kobolds that are loading the treasure that they have, there's air quotes around treasure, that they have taken from the town into this cave. And you can see that the cave, it's almost like a mine entrance. It was a natural cave, and they have built wooden support structure around it to make it more of a stable and permanent structure. So that is why. So the fact that the entire camp is in a state of celebration from a successful raid of stealing everybody's shitty cutlery from their houses. And that is why you had advantage on your stealth check, because these guards are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Yeah, there was...
So we have the Rabbit Bear plan, and we have the Rampage plan so far. I don't know.
So, other than Yip, I mean, it's not like the kobolds are really wearing uniforms. So, Yip can fit in just fine as is. For the rest of you, if you wanted to try and steal some robes, you're looking at having to attack either a cultist or a dragon claw to find clothing that would fit you.
can I just go around and do a laundry call?
That would actually be perfect.
I don't know. People do. People do laundry, right?
Sometimes. The guy in last night's game failed his save and frightening presence for a Dracolich, and so and he kept failing his save. So like half the game, he was in a state of fear. Then once they finally defeated the Dracolich, he was having to do multiple castings of prestidigitation to clean up his shorts.
So, yeah. So what do you guys want to do here? You know where the prisoners are. You know where they're taking the treasure. Now, the other thing that you were told is that somewhere in this camp is a dragon hatchery. They have eggs, but you don't see any sign of eggs anywhere in the camp.
What's the total ballpark of our count? Like 20 of them?
53.
I don't know. I didn't count them. I just dropped them where. I mean, there's a lot.
Well, I'm thinking like we could stealth force in, stab a couple, reduce a few numbers down until we get caught, then we just murder the rest. They're only kobolds.
Well, most of them, yeah. You fought the Dragon Claws before. Those guys are a little tougher. I mean, the cultists aren't really that big of a deal. That's the other thing. That's the other thing, Schlagen. You see Langdrosa Cyanrath. He is almost. He is almost directly to the south.
That's the blue dragon you fought, right?
Yep, that would be the one. The one that knocked you down in one hit.
Yeah, we don't want to fuck with that guy.
Do we have any poison I can go around and give everybody tea?
Here,
I don't think I can make that.
this tea tastes like shit. Yeah, just drink it.
I want to free the prisoners no matter what. They probably know stuff that will help us in what we're planning next. So I think we should try and get the prisoners out and talk to them and see if they have any useful information.
Maybe we can negotiate to buy the prisoners back.
With the money that you took off of dead cultists. Here, you guys can have this back if you give us our prisoners.
They are celebrating taking silverware and stuff, so they might be equally broke. But I don't know. I just want to.
If you guys want, we can just go ahead and say that you took some cultist robes off of those a-holes that you killed that were stragglers.
Okay.
And then you could just essentially wander into the camp making deception checks to maintain your cover, so to speak.
Yeah, that's gonna work out for Schlagen. Like, they'll recognize my ass.
Is there any normal person in the whole group?
Well, not necessarily. I mean, Schlagen and Yip probably would have the best chance of walking into the camp as long as you were sporting the black and purple colors of the cult. I would think that they probably aren't going to bat too much of an eye because Schlagen is a dragonborn. This is the cult of the dragon, so.
Well, I'm thinking the blue guy's gonna recognize me because he just cut me in half the other day.
That's true. Yeah, that is true. He would recognize you, so you might want to keep a wide berth from him, but it's a big camp.
Get those prisoners, y'all. Let's do it.
All right.
What's our plan? Once we go in, what's our plan for getting them out? Are we gonna fight our way out? Are we gonna buy them? I could also go to one end of the camp and set a couple tents on fire, and while everybody's like, "Oh my God, what's going on here?" Like we walk them casually out the other side.
That's a good plan. I like that. Go start a fire.
Distraction.
Only who can prevent forest fire?
Shut the bear.
Yeah, that's the right movie.
So.
You guys get in position, you'd be like, "Tookie, tookie, tookie," and I'll be like, "Caw."
So Schlagen, are you going to try to sneak into the camp disguised as a cultist, or are you going to stealth your way around?
Probably cultist.
Okay. All right.
Are the rest of you guys gonna kind of follow along and then we'll split?
I was gonna hang out near the prisoner tent and wait for the distraction.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until you guys cross this line, and then I'm gonna start killing every kobold behind that line.
Wow.
All of them. And not just the men, the women and children too.
Like, go start a fire down here in this back group of trees.
That too.
That was the
That'll draw everybody that way.
Wait, or would they run the opposite direction from the fire?
Not if I
Right
say,
from the front towards it.
If there's any tents on fire, they're hopefully going to put out their tents.
well,
That's true, they don't want it to spread, so.
Oh, I don't care if it spreads and burns down their crappy camp.
Well,
There might be something cool in there. I don't know. Probably not.
But I figured that'd be a good distraction so we can get the, sneak the guys out the back.
That's, that's.
Unless anybody else
Oh,
doesn't
you know what? If they were evacuating the camp, the prisoners would get evacuated too. So if they're going along with people in the cold roads, it's not gonna be a big deal either.
I will be right back.
That's a
Well,
good.
I'm thinking not so much like a big enough that they're gonna evacuate, but I'm thinking everybody's gonna rush down to try to put out the fire.
That's what I hope. I was running through the other scenario in my head just in case, because, that was,
Well,
so it'll work either way.
if they try to evacuate, in the confusion, we might be able to just kind of pull the captives off to the side.
But they evacuate prisoners and they evacuate places too, so it should be fine.
Unless they don't care about the prisoners' lives.
That's what I'm thinking. They're kobolds. I'm thinking they're just gonna run for their own lives if they don't go fight the fire. They're
That's
like,
cool, too. I'll just look like I'm responsible then, so, like just a cult member doing a job or something, or, I don't know. There's not gonna be a lot of scrutiny in the panic of a fire, so.
Do they have any democracy in this cult? I mean, are we gonna stand out?
I'm a gnome. I don't know how it's gonna look, but the fire will help. Definitely. It'll scramble people's circuits and make them less able to notice anything going on. So yeah, I'm in favor of the plan. Where's the people exactly? The prisoners?
Right there.
Right there, okay. So I gotta get over there. Oh, crap.
I guess you guys could try to get into this bunch of trees over here. That's pretty close.
Yeah, we could probably wander in. Everybody's inebriated.
So that's the plan. I'll go start a fire. And you guys try to get the prisoners at the first chance.
Yes. And, Sherwood's on a rampage also.
If all these guys are dead in here, then you have an easier escape, and they won't be chasing you as easily.
Very true. So,
Rampage. Killing spree. What part of killing spree is like?
Yeah, when did we get killed?
I guess Yip is gonna follow me.
Yeah.
Gal dressed as a cultist, you're a kobold, like, so, like, just looking like we're doing a thing. Here, you can keep an eye out while I'm setting fires.
Okie dokie.
Give them a Smokey the Bear talk while you're down there.
Rawr.
Can you call your bear friends while you're in bear form? You speak bear?
I mean, probably, but doesn't mean they'll listen to me.
Get you a little necktie or scarf and a little hat.
give a couple minutes to see if I see a fire starting. So hopefully there's 2 distractions.
Yeah, there'll be a lot going on, which we'll need because look how many there are.
Where's your stove? Okay, I'm close to. Oh, you haven't taken one yet? I'm gonna let you start the fires while I keep a lookout for taller.
Oh, you know what? With my tinkering thing, I actually can make something, I swear. Let me look at this. Gnome cunning tinkerer. I can make tiny clockwork devices, and I swear one of them starts a fire.
That would be sweet.
Yeah, so I'm gonna look into that, cause, yeah.
Oh, can you make, was it bombs?
Bombs.
Bombs?
You're a sexual bomb. We should make you sad about it.
Let me see what.
That's adorable.
So I can make a clockwork toy, monster, person, frog, bird, dog, dragon, soldier. Place on the ground, the toy moves 5 feet across the ground on each of your turns in a random direction, makes some noise appropriate. Or I can make a fire starter. Device produces miniature flame which you can use to light a candle towards a campfire. Using the device requires your action. Or music box. I don't know if any of those are particularly useful, but I'm able to do that.
You get close to the chosen tent, fire starter go, and then retreat.
Yeah, if you could do a music box without the actual music that starts a fire, that'd be awesome. A little timer bomb. So I could set it for like a minute, set it on the ground, set like another one, and then just basically walk down a path, drop like 2-3 of them.
Okay, let me see how long it takes me to make them.
The random direction of the toy might throw things cattywampus.
Okay. You can spend 1 hour and 10 GP worth of materials to construct tiny clockwork device. I'm gonna say that I was making a shitload of those for my downtime activity. And I'll subtract some rolls for myself as appropriate. So I got 3 of them that I can give to you then.
I gotta disappear for about 5 minutes. I'll be back.
toys?
Yeah, 3 toys.
3 of them.
My apologies, guys. Kate's quite sick and is going to the ER, so I wanted to see her off. So what's your plan?
It seems like Yip and Schlagen will make their way down to the tree line over here by these tents.
Okay.
And, no, what's the name?
Elmira?
Myra made us little toys
Okay.
that will do, ignite fires.
Little toys that will ignite fires. Okay.
Yeah, with the tinkering, the gnome tinkering thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna place these little devices down along the tents and try to give us a few seconds to get away before they ignite. Hopefully cause an area.
Do we have any accelerant?
Oh,
Do we have any accelerant? Because I know you want to make a decent flame at first, right?
I have no accelerants.
Any alcohol users in
There's plenty of alcohol around. We're celebrating, right?
Good point.
Yeah.
As you get over there, when you walk in, just grab a bottle of alcohol.
Make some alcohol.
So Yip will place the little devices. Since I'm much taller, I will be the lookout.
Okay.
And I will sneak over and hopefully try to get the prisoners out while everybody's dealing with fire issues.
Okay. Just a
So
moment.
distraction and snatch. And if things go awry, Shredder is going to start annihilating people at the first part of the camp.
Okay.
Which will still distract them from where you're at.
Yeah, this is gonna be chaos for them. I feel bad for them a little bit.
Okay, so Yip and Schlagen, you begin your way into the camp.
Yip, I'm dressed as a cultist, and Yip should blend in.
Yip is idiot.
So both of you can make deception checks with advantage.
$22 for Schlagen.
Okay.
Well, I think I'm skipping or something. I don't know.
What did you get? Yep.
I got 12.
That is still good enough because the kobolds aren't that bright. Yeah, they're starting to get drunk. They got a whole whopping 7. So, but on your way down, you learn that the kobolds are in the camp working with the cult of the dragon because they have a worshipful attitude towards dragons, and they follow somebody named Resmir, who you learn is a high-ranking cultist. But you also learn that they're not well treated by the other cultists. I mean, of course not. They're kobolds, right?
Do they say what race Resmir is? Human, dragonborn, half dragon?
That is a good question.
Spark revolt. Spark revolt.
Resmir is a half black dragon.
That's bigger than probably the blue guy I just fought.
What is Elmira doing?
I need to sneak around and wait, like probably around here, near the prisoners, to try and round them up when chaos ensues.
Okay.
So I probably got to roll check.
So go ahead, and you're disguised as a cultist, correct?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a deception check at advantage.
We're doing what every great party should do. Not only are we splitting the party, we have shattered the party.
Yeah, a shotgun. What?
I got 18.
Okay. Oh, and the kobold's got a 3. So, yeah, you are able to sneak through this first group of kobolds, and dressed as you are, and this goes for Schlagen as well. The kobolds, well, in Schlagen's case, the kobolds practically drop down on their knees and worship the ground that you walk on because you're a dragonborn. But in Elmira's case, they definitely show, like, you know, respect because you're dressed as a cultist and they are mere kobolds. So, what is Mist doing?
Is he gone still? No.
Yeah, he said he was going to be gone about 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. Shredder, are you staying?
I'm back.
Oh, okay.
I'm back.
So,
Hey.
what is Mist doing?
I was thinking of sneaking in as well.
Okay.
Just with the evacuation, because I definitely can't just walk in. I think my race would make me stand up.
If you're wearing, I mean, they're an equal opportunity employer, so I mean, if you're wearing cultist robes, I don't think they're gonna. Yeah, the cult of the dragon doesn't discriminate.
Oh, well, in that case, then we guess I'll walk in with the group.
So, are you following Elmira or are you following Yip and Schlagen?
I would say follow Elmira, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Elmira.
Okay,
Give her some backup.
go ahead and make a deception check with advantage.
What the hell's my deception? Oh, that's
Okay. What we get ready?
Ricky.
Okay. Well, the kobolds got a 7. And so once again the kobolds are like they're showing you respect and doing their best to salute as you walk past. They're not that bright. So Shredder, what are you just staying up there? What is your plan?
I'm tapping my toes waiting for chaos to start.
Okay. Okay.
Or your big crusty turtle.
I'm mentally counting steps from each enemy to the next.
How does it take you to actually polymorph?
So Yip and Schlagen, are you following this ridge line, or are you just going straight for the trees?
Kind of zigzagging through the crowd, but trying to stick to ourselves.
Okay.
Definitely staying away from Big Blue.
Right?
Where was Big Blue again?
He was down here to the south. Yep, that would be him. He...
Yeah, we'll kind of swing by the prisoner route, by that big bonfire, and loop back down.
He moves.
How dare he?
Not allowed.
So, Yip and Schlagen make deception checks at advantage.
Yay! Not a nat 1 and a nat 20.
So nat 20 for 23.
Okay. So, as you pass through this group of kobolds, and I don't. Do they even have a cultist with them? No, they do not. You see that they are. They've had around their campfire. They have a large elk that is being slowly cooked. You learn that hunters are bringing back antelope and other large game from the grasslands to feed the camp. The cultists and their allies eat most of it, but some of it is. You've learned that some of it is saved to feed hatchlings.
That was in a cave, probably. I guess.
I want a baby dragon.
Yeah, maybe all the crappy stuff they stole is like good enough for like a baby dragon horde.
Makes them feel important. It's shiny.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Mist and Elmira, make deception checks. Nice.
13.
Let's roll again because the first roll was so good. I imagine if you're at advantage and you get a 20 or a 19, you can just put that there.
Yeah.
So-
And if you're at disadvantage and roll a 1, you're just like, oh, can't get worse than that.
So you make your way through this group of kobolds, and there is a dragon claw, but he doesn't seem to pay any attention to you. He just kind of nods at you as you keep walking by. He doesn't notice anything out of the ordinary, and you see that he's drinking wine from a large wineskin, and as you pass by, he raises his wineskin to you and says, "Praise Tiamat's glory."
Totally.
And he extends his right hand with fingers outstretched. Make a insight check, both of you.
Damn it. All these checks.
Wow, 22 for me. Got hell insight.
5.
So, Elmira, so he holds out his hand like this, and he wiggles his fingers. And you realize that this is a Cult of the Dragon salute. It represents the 5 heads of Tiamat. And when he says, praise Tiamat's glory, he immediately wiggles his fingers like that. The 5 fingers represent the heads of Tiamat.
Jazz hands. Yeah, I was gonna say, let's do it back. Like, yeah, totally.
I'm a double Tiamat you.
Tiamat rules.
I mimic her actions. I'm like, I don't know what the hell's going on, but I look at her and go, yeah, what she did, yeah, that.
And after he wiggles his fingers, he then curls back 2 of the fingers like this, and that represents that Tiamat's strength is hidden.
Okay.
So, I don't know, maybe that's not wine he's drinking. I bet it's Kool-Aid. Because this camp's going to turn into Jonestown real quick. Shredder is still standing by.
Impatiently. I'm getting ready to leave Roy Jenkins.
Can't stop you, man. No one's there to stop you.
And Lingdrosa Cyanrath moves yet again.
What's this loot of Tiamat? Pretty much.
Schlagen and Yip make deception checks.
Still advantage?
No.
This plan is working great, Schlagen!
Was that a natural one?
I rolled a natural one.
Oh no. Oh no.
I can't believe we snuck the spire into their camp, Slogan.
What did Schlagen get?
Oh man.
Shut up, Mom. I'm trying to listen.
So Schlagen, what did you get?
I got a 12.
Okay. So this Dragon Claw and this cultist take note of you. And
Hey now.
they look over at you and they're like, "Oh, you must be new recruits."
Oh, sweet.
I will lean down and give Yip a very strong pat to the back and be like, "Oh, don't mind my little friend. I think he's been drinking too much."
Yep, are you going to play into that, or?
Well, it depends on how hard of a pat you gave Yip. Yip is very small.
The dragon or the cultist gets this weird look on his face and looks at Schlagen and says, I know you from somewhere? Yip, are you, so Schlagen pats Yip on the back. Make a deception check.
Slogan's like, yeah, I was on Celebrity Apprentice 3 seasons ago.
14.
You just the Dragon Claw kind of chuckles and looks at Yip and says, yeah, those kobolds, they can't hold their liquor. The cultist, though, is still looking at you. He's like, yeah, I know you from somewhere. Have you been with the camp long?
Not too long, but is your brother Kyle? I think I might know your brother.
So you learn not everyone in the camp, from this little erroneous exchange here, you learn that not everybody in the camp is actually a full-fledged member of the Cult of the Dragon. Many are new initiates working towards full acceptance, and many others are just hired mercenaries.
Yeah, Kyle got me this job like about a week ago.
Make a deception check.
Oh god.
I'll probably roll deception on that. Oh, 17 on Kyle deception.
No, with advantage, the cultist only got a 12. So he's like, yeah, that's probably it.
Kyle?
Yeah, he's like, no, I don't have a brother Kyle, but that must be where I've seen you since you joined the camp about a week ago. I probably bumped into you.
Yeah, I've been around.
And he holds out his hand and wiggles his fingers and says, praise Tiamat's glory.
Yeah, I'll do it, but that really kind of boils my blood a little bit since I follow a Bahamut.
Right?
I'm a Bahamut paladin.
Praise!
Yeah, praise Tiamat. Yeah.
That guy is awesome.
Praise!
Which reminds me, I still gotta send word back to the clan about like some shit going down out here.
And Lingdrosa's Cyanrath heads to the entrance of the cave. Elmira and Mist, make another deception check.
Are we still in advantage or are we now regular?
You're regular.
Okay.
The dragon claws and the cultists aren't so easily deceived.
Yeah, I got a 9. Pro screwed.
5.
Oof. Oof.
Are you polymorphed into octopus?
This dragon claw looks at Elmira and Mist, and he says, he turns and looks at you guys as you're approaching, and points his finger at you, says, "Get over here. Who are you?" And that alerts this cultist, and he moves to here. Elmira and Mist, what do you want to do?
I want to yell, I'm from the Cobalt Liberation Front. Freedom now! Mutiny! Mutiny!
Make a deception check.
Hark to me, my tiny brethren.
Is it built on chips?
I rolled like shit. I got 5.
You're on solid ground.
I don't know. Maybe? Probably not. I'm trying to rally the Cobalt though, because that would be pretty good. They probably won't go for it, but maybe. They might be tired of being treated like crap all the time. At least by the non-dragon people.
Okay, so okay. I remember the first time I ran this, I was like, man, they really made this difficult for level 1 or 2 characters. It's like, okay.
Do I see this happening? Can I see them getting stopped through the trees?
Make a perception check.
So you probably know.
Perception check.
Yeah, you can see them. You can see Elmira and Mist get stopped. That is a fur piece.
I can notice them too since I'm not that far, right?
Yeah, I would think that probably, let's see here. I would think that Schlagen and Yip probably see it before
That's okay. If we
Shredder.
run the other, if we can kind of like use dash actions to corral everybody, then Yip and Schlagen can still free the prisoners and start fires if they want to still. But
Where I'm at now, where we are, I'm thinking about starting the fires here now, dropping the toys, and start working over, and maybe that'll pull them off while they're messing with you guys. So I'm thinking about starting the fires right here, right now.
So Elmira's deception did not fly. Everybody roll initiative.
but did it rally the Cobalt?
No.
Damn it!
Well, it kind of rallied the kobolds, but not in the way that you were hoping.
7.
Oh my gosh. Let me see if I
I used all my good rolls early, apparently.
Right?
Holy crap! I rolled like garbage again.
Okay. And you can click on the number next to your name in the turn order to put in your initiative.
Oh, yes.
That's been a nice change.
Yeah, that's
Seems to make it a lot easier.
Brilliant.
So Schlagen and Yip, what did you get?
It should have been. I put it in. It took it.
Did it?
And then it gave it back.
Yip's 10, and I don't see. There we go.
Is it gonna stay this time?
Yeah, maybe. Okay. So it doesn't necessarily mean that the whole camp is going to be alerted to this. This is a big camp. This kobold is going to move in to attack Mist. This kobold is going to move in to attack Elmira. That's all that is going to happen for right now. Kobold is going to try to attack Schlagen with Mist with a dagger, but fails miserably with a 6. And the other kobold is going to try the same thing on Elmira.
Settings. Start scrolling down.
21 to hit.
Well, yeah.
For a hold, terrifying.
I'll give you. There you go.
3 points of piercing damage.
I'll take one of the toys and drop it here at the tents and start moving my way.
So Schlagen,
Drop us down.
Schlagen and Yip make perception checks.
Perception. See what I see.
15 for you.
9 for Schlagen.
So Yip, you can see past these tents here next to you. You can see that there is something going on up where Mist and Elmira are. But so far, it seems like it seems that it is being kept pretty low key so far. And only Yip noticed it. Schlagen, are you going to let Schlagen know?
Yes, give Schlagen now.
Okay, so Schlagen, what would you like to do?
Right here.
Not here. Go, go, go.
Then we're going further down and doing it. Right here.
Big tent, big tent.
Big tents.
Big tent's more important.
Okay. Well, on my turn, sounds like we're going over to here. Let me double check the spacing on that real quick. Yeah, I can make it there. I'm going there for my movement.
Okay.
And we'll activate the little toy and set it on the back side of the tent.
Okay.
What does it take to explode?
It doesn't explode, it just starts a fire. It's like,
Well, I mean, how long does it take to ignite? We got like 1 turn, 2 turns?
it's as an action, I believe. So, using the device requires your action. That's all it.
Oh,
So I guess it's
How long it takes to actually do its thing?
no, it doesn't. So like, the only one where that matters is the one where you have it walk around and it turns a random direction. But this one's a fire starter, so it should just like start up, I guess.
But is there accelerant? That's the real question.
It's funny that you say that you made toys that light fires. Jeff, I don't know if you remember these, but when I was a kid, it was a favorite toy that Fred Myers sold quite frequently. It was like a James Bond kit, and there was, usually a pistol and a pack of cigarettes that was actually secretly a dart gun. There was always some randomness to them, so you never knew. Each kit was different. And one time, we bought it, and in the kit was a fucking Zippo lighter. I'm like, oh yeah. I remember my dad being like, yeah, that's what we want our 8-year-old to have, is a Zippo lighter.
So cap gun strips full of black powder.
Yeah, right.
Strip.
Yeah. I think I still have that lighter laying around here somewhere.
Oh.
It was a good lighter. So,
Yeah, I guess I'll activate the little box and set it down in the back corner and just kind of...
make a stealth check.
Let's go with this one.
14?
Well, that beats the cultist 10. They do not notice you set down this little toy and you activate it. We will get to that whole mess in but a moment. The dragon claws. This dragon claw is going to move up to attack Elmira. This dragon claw is going to move to attack Mist. This dragon claw is going to move here and ready in action in case Mist and Elmira try to escape. And this dragon claw will do the same. So, dragon claws make 2 attacks with scimitars. 14 to hit Mist. Miss. And 7 misses you. 2 scimitar attacks on Elmira. 17 to hit. Okay. For 6 points of slashing damage. And the second attack is a 16 to hit.
Alright. That hits.
Okay. For another 4 points of slashing damage.
Okay, that puts me at 0 HP.
So Elmira goes down.
Is there a way to use the inspiration to...
You can use an inspiration on... Yeah, you could use an inspiration if you wanted to make him re-roll that last roll.
Yeah, let's do that, because I'd rather have some HP than that.
Okay, so Elmira, roll a d20 and let's see if he hits you.
8.
13 to hit.
Yep, that still hits me. Shit.
No! Okay, so Elmira goes down. Okay. That's no bueno.
Mist, grab me and let's go up a tree or something. I don't know.
Shredder, what would you like to do?
Let out a ferocious turtle cry, and I rage.
Okay.
Bonus action, then I move here and make a whip attack on that guy.
Okay. I'm just gonna cause problems for the whole camp. I see. Alright, go for it.
17 to hit.
Yes.
Eight plus. Weird. 6 plus 2. It's not rolling right. Oh no, that's okay. Yeah, 6. So yeah, 8 points of damage to that kobold.
Okay, so this kobold dies. A lot. Anything with a bonus action or more movement?
No, rage was bonus.
Oh, that's right.
And where I need to be for the next turn and a half.
Okay. Yep, what would you like to do?
towards the tents.
Okay. Make a stealth check. All right. So these two idiots notice nothing. The Dragon Claw. Let's see. I doubt he's going to be able to beat that. No, he also sees nothing because they're dumb. So, which tent are you throwing it at?
The bigger one.
Okay. Are you throwing it or are you just setting it down?
Whichever gets it closer, I suppose.
Okay. So if, let's see, you were up here. So yeah, you've got another 5 feet of movement. You could be like right there, and you can set it down, which will prevent you from having to make a improvised weapon throw, which could be hilarious, but especially if you rolled like a 1. So we will see the results of that next turn or next round. Mist, what would you like to do?
We'll attack the kobold. This one.
Okay. Now,
With my,
do you have any healing potions?
I have no idea.
Should have 2 from the mayor last week.
If you wanted, instead of attacking, you could pour a potion down Elmira's throat. Although, I don't know. I mean, with those odds around you, I don't know that. I mean, next turn she could get hit and fall again.
You get a few of them down first, and then try to either pull her or revive her after.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make your attack.
I'm gonna be able to revive her and handle 4 of them in the same round.
You could run too. If you want to run, I totally understand.
My fastest.
It's too late for me. Save yourself.
Yeah.
I feel like there's too much going on here for me to be able to make a good run anyway. Because I feel like if I ran them, they're gonna run into more damage. I've already got 4 on me, and they're just gonna catch me.
Alright.
I'm gonna try and take out 4 of them or 2 of them if I can on this turn, since I do get 1. Wait, sorry, I'm gonna use my quarterstaff on this one first. The
On the Dragon Claw?
the Dragon Claw.
Okay. Go for it.
20 to hit.
That hits.
Alright. And 8 damage.
Okay. You bloodied him in 1 hit. But he's not dead.
I feel like I was from a quarter to half. Come on, like it's all bad to them. And then my bonus action, since I that was a most weapon, I'm going to do a unarmed with my club against the kobold next.
Okay.
And that will be a 23 to hit.
That does hit.
Alright. For 6 slashing damage.
Okay, so this kobold dies. All right. Anything with movement, or are you gonna hold your ground?
That one dragon was the opportunity if I move, right? Because we're engaged.
Correct.
Is there such a thing as like jumping from the tree down, making an attack?
Well, what you could do for, because that was your bonus attack, you could do Flurry of Blows, which would give you another 2 attacks and do it on the Dragon Claw.
All right, I forgot I gained key now. That's right. Okay, flurry of. Why do I always have trouble saying that? Flurry of. On this one.
All right, go for it.
Is that 2 attacks because I'm only level 2, or is it 3 attacks? I forget how it works.
I think it's 2 additional attacks, isn't it, Jeff? Do you remember?
Yeah, it's a bonus action, so he would, in essence, have a second unarmed strike in his bonus action by spending that key point.
Oh, but didn't I use my bonus action already?
Well, it's part of that bonus action, spending the key point. So
Yeah, you get one more bonus, or one more unarmed attack if you're spending a key point in the bonus action like that.
right.
Okay, right here. It says, yeah. Immediately after you take an action on your turn, you can spend a key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. And I already did 1 as just my regular bonus action, so I would do 1 more now. I get it.
Yep.
Natural 20!
Nice. Roll double damage.
10!
Oof. This Dragon Claw goes down.
Nice. I didn't want to die alone, so that was.
You will not die! Not while I stand!
All right. This cultist is like, what the fuck? And he's gonna run over here. And I mean, he's a cultist. What else is he gonna do? Hold on, I gotta drink some Kool-Aid. He.
No, you have to give it to your kids first.
That's right. Yeah. Remember, poison your children before yourself.
He's got some robes to sew, I guess.
Right.
Free time.
He
If you
is
ever wanna
going
have a perfect
to.
day, just listen to the audio from that crap. It's not fun.
He is going to swing his scimitar at you.
How dare you?
21 to hit.
Oh, that is.
Okay, for 2 points of slashing damage.
Alrighty.
That could have been worse. Elmira, make a death save.
That's just a d20, right?
Yep, and you want to get 10 or better.
3.
Oh, 1 failure.
Alright.
That's no bueno. Let's see here. This kobold is going to try to stab Mist. 21 to hit.
Oh, that hits again.
For 6 points of slashing damage. Or, I'm sorry, 6 points of piercing damage.
Son of a bitch.
Hey, my
21.
Go back and see them, and just gonna get between
This
the two.
kobold down here hears nothing.
What's that sound?
So Schlagen, let me see if I have something for this. I might. There is a possibility. Way down yonder. No. I was looking to see if I had like a little flame or something, but I do not. So, Schlagen, this tent lights.
You could always put a cobalt in there and put it on fire.
So, yeah, this tent goes up in flame.
Oh man.
And that causes these cultists and dragon claws and kobolds in this area to basically go into a panic and start yelling, "Fire! Fire!" Schlagen, what would you like to do?
Let me see for length real quick. I'm gonna casually walk over to this area. It'd be about there.
Hold on a second.
Okay. I'm gonna head to there and see if I can get an eye on what's going on with the rest of the party, with Mist and Elmira. But I also want to be able to get eyes on the prisoners.
Okay, so yeah, you've got eyes on the prisoners. I mean, you can clearly see these guys that are that are tied to these wooden crosses. They look like they've been beaten. One of the things that you learn, though, as you get closer, is that the prisoners, they seem to be used for manual labor. And you see a couple of these prisoners, there's other prisoners that aren't tied to the cross that are moving around. They seem to have been converted to the cult. So you moved over here. You have eyes on the prisoners. Did you want to make an attack?
You should free one, maybe. The monk.
So let me look at the range on something.
So some of these cultists were former prisoners, is what you've learned.
No, I think I'm gonna hold my action at the moment.
Okay. Did you want to ready an action, or do you want to take the dodge action? Or I suppose you could just do nothing. But if you take the dodge action, any attack on you will have disadvantage.
Yeah, I'll go for defense stance.
Okay. Dragon claws. So this dragon claw is like, oh my god, the tent's on fire. And he runs over here. And this dragon claw, he runs over here. And this dragon claw, he runs over here. This dragon claw runs.
I'm not sure if he's off in the air. It was a yes till I
Down
saw
here.
him in cultist clothing. Now I don't know what's happening. I mean, they might have just been told to wear it. Like, shut up and wear it.
Why would they be chained up if they were on the same side, though?
This dragon claw is going to attack Mist. 2 scimitar attacks. 10
2. Son of a bitch. 10 misses.
and 22 to hit.
Yeah, that is.
Okay.
It's either low or really good.
For 5 points of slashing damage.
I chose poorly. Just stay in fight.
Shredder, what would you like to do?
I will whip attack that guy.
Okay. Yes. Wacha! Karate sounds.
Let's see. Yeah, 9 points. I cut the rage in there.
Okay, and this kobold goes down like a ton of bricks. Let's...
Then I'll move here.
Okay. All right.
Actually,
So-
hold on. I
Okay.
was there.
Yes.
I'll move there.
Okay. Yep.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Yip's tent catches fire and draws the attention of these these two cultists and this kobold and this kobold and of course this cultist and this kobold. So they are rather concerned and yelling, "Ah, there's another fire!" Ah! Yip, what would you like to do?
Yip is going to act like a proper kobold coward. And run away from the fires, so running over to here.
Okay.
Oh, we got a fire!
Did you want to, I don't know if you have a ranged weapon, did you want to make an attack, or do you want to also take the dodge action? Or ready an action?
So we think that the prisoners have been converted to the people?
They don't look like they've been converted, they're still chained up.
Yeah, it's flipping on the skin scenario.
Okay. How long was that? Let's see.
They've been converted, they weren't being chains.
Okay, so I can probably make it to there. I'll go into, I guess, do defense as my action and head to the prisoners next chance I get.
Okay. Poor Elmira's up here dying.
Yeah.
Mist, what would you like to do?
Wait, I didn't make a death save since he went last time.
We haven't gotten to you, this is the second round, we haven't gotten to you yet.
Okay.
Is Mist back?
Always let the DM forget you need to make a death save.
Right? He forgot this round. That's one more round I can live. I always love when a big map like this is laid out and the players have a little bit to come up with some plan, because their plans inevitably are a clusterfuck. And the last time that I had this kind of thing happen is that was my Friday night group trying to infiltrate Skullport, and they came up with this ridiculously elaborate plan to try and draw attention. And like in the second round, they of course split the party, because I mean you always do that. and the second round, the two preteen kids just made a complete mess of things, and put the entire citadel on alert. And then there was something where they'd taken a whole bunch of alchemist fire vials and tied them together to make one gigantic bomb. Yeah, that. And they were trying to sneak in. I don't know why they were using a bomb, but bombs are not generally stealthy. But yeah.
That doesn't sound stealthy.
No. So, Mist, what would you like to do?
Alright, I believe of the four that are around me, this one is the strongest and most dangerous one, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Well, he's equal to, I mean, there's three of them here. He's equal to those two, but compared to the cultist and the kobold, I would say the Dragon Claw is the bigger problem.
Okay. Then I will attack the Dragon Claw.
Okay. I don't know how you're looking health-wise. I mean, you could take your action to quaff a potion.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna take my action and do the motion thing. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Okay, so roll 2d4 plus 2, and that's how many hit points you get back.
2d4 plus 2. Come on. 7.
All right, so you get 7 hit points back.
Alright.
You could do a bonus action if you would like.
I will use a bonus action, and I will use my other key point to do, what the hell is that skill called?
Flurry.
Patient defense.
Oh, okay.
So I can get the dodge, and get extra dodge. 'Cause I have a feeling I'm not going to escape all these guys no matter what I do in terms of movement.
Right.
So
Patient defense puts you, gives them disadvantage on their attacks against you.
yeah, so I'm hoping that somehow that lets me survive.